Hey, I'm sure you're using AI in your day-to-day life. You're using AI to ask some questions and get answers, maybe create images, videos, as well as you're using AI to help you with your projects, to generate code or to give project ideas or to verify whether your ideas are correct or not. But have you ever imagined you can use AI not only as a user, but you can create applications using AI? In the current scenario, the people who can develop applications using AI are getting themselves future proof because this technology is going to be there for the years to come. So you may be having a next question: how difficult it is to be an AI developer? I don't say that it is very easy, but I don't say that it is too difficult too. You can be a good AI developer if you are learning the technology step by step with a very clear understanding of the basics. Let us look at the example of your own college or the organization where you work. So you are having an admin department and it has a lot of challenges to deal with. In a day-to-day life of the admin department, they need to ensure that the fees is collected on time, and if somebody has not paid, they need to send the reminders to them, and they need to consolidate all the attendance details. At the end of the month, they also need to do the payment processing. And in addition to that, somebody will come in between and ask for some questions. What is my leave balance? Whether I have any salary advance which need to be repaid? Many questions they will ask. Everything is a manual process now. And the manual process means it is slow, repeated, and it is boring, right? But whether we can automate it through AI, yes, it can be very much automated using AI. Now let us imagine we are giving an AI-powered application to the admin department, which is not only doing chatting, which is not only answering questions, but it is a complete process automation. How it will be? And you, as a developer, is building an AI-based application which is doing the following thing. It automatically sends the payment reminder, and if you already paid, it is not sending it. It instantly answers questions by the staff or the student or the parents related to anything referring to the existing documents or the registers or the ERP application which your college is already using. And it generates a pay slip at the end of the month using the attendance record, considering all your leaves, leave of absence, everything. And in addition to that, in the website, it gives a chat interface by which a student, his parents, or anybody else in the staff community is able to ask questions which is answered by the A agent immediately. There will not be any queue. There will not be any delays. There will not be any excuse like we are not working today or we are not having staff today. And it is accurate answers you are getting from your AI agent. We are going to create an intelligent system which is working in the background continuously 24 bar 7 without any leaves. And if the application is built by you, and if you are a student, your final year project is having more weightage. And if you are a job aspirant looking for a better job, then your CV is going to be having more weightage because your project is one of the best. And if you are a working professional, you are going to learn new skills and improve your performance. And you are going to automate your day to day manual work too. So that is the difference between the person who is using AI to get answers and the person who is developing AI based applications to solve the problem of the business. Let us start learning Microsoft Agent Framework, a new framework which is launched only in October 2025, and you are having an early user advantage. And we will be doing it with the goal of learning it with practical scenarios and applications which are having real world relevance. For learning Microsoft Agent Framework, you don't need to be a data scientist, you don't need to be a research scholar, Or you don't need to know mathematics or statistics or anything. What all you need is a willingness to learn. We will guide you, learn it step by step. So the targeted audience for this group is beginners. It may be a student or a working professional, but we are structuring this course assuming that you are a beginner. So the method with which we will be learning is that we will start from the basics and we'll go step by step and then slowly improve our difficulty level and learn complex things with the practical project. So let us build a future with AI. So we spoke a lot. We've seen a lot of slides, too much of talking, right? But I believe you are still confused about what is using AI as a user and developing an application using AI. To eradicate the confusion, let us do a practical example. Let us see an application which is developed without AI and developed with AI and find the difference between how we can utilize AI for our benefit. Let's assume you have been tasked with developing a simple calculator application by your manager or by your customer. So the requirement is very simple. So the user will be giving two inputs, input A and input B, a number A and number B, for example, and then he will tell whether it need to be added or subtracted or deleted or divided. Now, if you are doing it in the traditional way, how normally you will do is first you will get an input for A, then you will get an input for B, then you will ask for a choice to choose what is the operation the customer or the user wants to do. Let us see this in a practical example. I created a simple console application to demonstrate how we can achieve this without an AI implemented in the project. We have a project called calculator function without AI, which is a console application, and it's a simple application. So what it does is first it gets the value from A. First it gets the value for A from the user. Then it gets the value for B from the user, and then it gets a choice what operation the user wants to perform, whether it is to add, subtract, multiply, or divide. And based on the choice, it will call the specific function. The functions are written over here, and it will return the result. Let us run this application and see. Let's assume I'm giving 10 as a first number and 15 as a second number, and then I'm say I want to add it. So it gives a result as 25. Okay. Now, if I run the same thing again, I say 10, 15, and my choice is 3 multiply, and it gives a result as 150. It works pretty well, but it is not intelligent. Now, let us see the same thing using AI. I created another console application for the same purpose, which is called calculator function with AI. Now, when I run it and I say I have 20 apples and I want to give it to 5 people, how can I distribute it? This is the question I'm asking. And it gives the answer. If you want to distribute 20 apples equally among 5 people, you need to divide the total number of apples by number of people. Let me calculate that for you and give the answer as 4 apples to each of the 5 people. You can achieve this by simply going to the chat GPT and asking this. But that is not the purpose here. So we are going to demonstrate it, how you can implement it inside your application. So this is the application which is using the feature of the AI, the chat GPT or whatever you may. Now let us see how we have achieved. In this, we will come across few terms which you will learn in detail in the coming videos. Right now, we just understand it at the high level. Now, let me just open the code. The main program is the program.cs, where the first thing what I have done is I have defined all my API keys and endpoint and the model which we are using. The model we'll learn in detail in the coming video. Okay. Probably you might have heard about few of the model names, but how exactly it fits into the Microsoft Agent Framework, we'll learn in detail. Then what I'm doing is I'm creating a new client. So with the endpoint and the API key, I'm creating a new AI client. And then with the model, what I have already defined over here, which I'm using, I'm creating an AI agent and I'm giving the instruction about what it need to do. And then I'm defining few functions over here, the functions which you can see in a separate class, which is having add, subtract, multiply, divide, and other. So you can very much do it without this, but this we are demonstrating how your AI application can work based on your instruction. These functions, in other words, called tools. Okay, because an AI agent can not only work with a specific function, but it can work with multiple other things, and we call in general all those things as tools. Okay, so after I define this particular agent, what all I'm doing is I'm asking the user about what they want, and then that agent is processing that particular request with a model, what has been used, and provides you the result. Now, what is special about it? Because it is you go to the chat GPT and you can use it. But here, what we are doing is like we are using it in our own application. That is one thing. And another thing is we are demonstrating that the agent can decide on what need to be done or what tool need to be used autonomously. For example, let us just do a breakpoint on these calculator functions to know which tool the agent is using. To test it, let me debug this particular application. Now, the user is asking a question like this. I got 500 as packet money, but I have spent 252 for my lunch. What is remaining with me? So this is the question. It's the user. This is the question the user is asking. Now, if you run it, it has come to a debug point, and you see it has come to the subtract because it need to calculate the remaining. So now it has given the answer as you have 248 remaining after spending 252. Now let me ask the same in a different manner. Okay, if I give 20 rupees to each student of 500, how much money I need to spend? So now it very clearly understands that it is a multiplication question. So it has come over here and it gives you the answer. So don't get complicated about the tools right now. What you need to understand right now is simply how we can create a client, create an agent, and you use AI in your application. Now let us quickly see how we can utilize this feature in a simple web application. I created a simple Blazor application, a standalone app, where we will be using this AI feature. So this is our simple hello world kind of an application where we are using the same code what we have written in our previous demonstration to calculate and display the result in your web output. Okay, so I say that what is 10 minus 2, and you get an answer as 8, and it is displayed in your web page. So with this, let me end this particular introduction session. Let us meet in the next video where we will be learning more basics to start with. Bye bye.